This is Michael Pritchard for Advanced Leadership Theory, Governance, and External Relationships, Fall of 2016, Dr. Donlan's class. I'd first like to say it's been a pleasure to be in this class. It has been one of my favorite, if not my favorite class in the whole entire program so far. Going to be honest, when it was first mentioned about doing the inventory, it crossed my mind, why in the world are we doing this? And then after we got the results, and although I did find the inventory very interesting with the questions, after we got the results, I wish I knew about this a long time ago. So let's move on. Making sense of it all. In a nutshell, to help me make sense of it, I have to do some reflecting on my past experiences and the way I've communicated with others and the way they've communicated with me. I had to reflect on my career path and the situations that I felt good about and some of the ones that I didn't. The purpose of this slide is twofold. One, it's about the constituents in our classrooms, in our schools, in our school buildings. And as stated in Michael Brick's 2012 book, Saving the School, the people inside of it are our most precious resources and vital resources. If we cannot communicate with our most vital resources, the potential growth outcomes will and can be diminished. These pictures show different emotions that we will see in our schools. Some could be the base of the PCM model, some could be in the phase. Regardless, they are in our buildings, and we need to meet them in their elevator, whether it's rebel, imaginer, promoter, harmonizer, thinker, or persister. Based upon an article in the 2014 November issue of the PCM Journal, it's good to know about 50% of educators are harmonizers. It was also mentioned in class, maybe that's a little skewed because of the elementary, but overall, most are around 49-50%. That has made sense to me now, but I'm embarrassed to say it did not before, was being careful when it comes to get instincts based upon outside agencies. As you can see in the slide, there's some pictures of a superintendent, school board, teachers union, National Teachers Union, IDOE, and I would term these as the power brokers of schools. And all of these, when these terms or things would get brought up, it triggered emotion from me. It would sometimes want me to get out my pitchfork on some of their stances. But now after this class, I realized that despite the hierarchy structure, that one day I'm going to need these groups. And it's not just about needing those groups. It's about a sense of meeting anybody, no matter where they're at, whether they're in the classroom or outside. I just need to meet them where they're at. So I think that helps for developing relationships. So what I'm kind of talk about is, you see this picture here. We talk about a boss and a leader. In the journal that I mentioned before, the PCM Journal of 2014, it was mentioned that a lot of educators limits the way they process information because of personal strengths and preferences. Sometimes they want to tell how things need to be done, and they don't want to be challenged. However, I think that a good boss or a good teacher needs to bring everybody on board with them. So, I think in leadership positions, it's vitally important that we follow the PCM model of understanding ourselves and others. We have to build that rapport while convincing others to bring the whole group together to reach the top. Many of the outcomes we all desire. We want a happy faculty. We want a happy staff. We want to be recognized as a quality school. And I truly believe that the PCM model could help, although I'm not sure that every school corporation could use it, but I think it could serve purposes for hiring. I think it could serve a purpose as that we need to learn about ourselves we need to know our strengths and weaknesses. We need to know the strengths of others. We have to build trust. Now, I think that once we do that, then the sky's the limit for our group. I think with this class, beforehand, I never really thought much about what I did. I wasn't trying to harm people, but this class here made me reflect a lot. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed the presentation. Have a good day.